Hey guys, and welcome back to That LP Show. The name of the game is Sonic Lost World. Last time, we defeated the Deadly Six and thwarted Dr. Eggman's schemes for world domination. But we're not quite done with this game yet. There's still a few extra things. I did unlock all 7 of the Chaos Emeralds for getting all of the red star rings in the game, and that unlocks a little something extra. You can probably already guess what it is, but I think I'll show it off anyway. Okay, so just like with other Sonic games in which you can acquire the 7 Chaos Emeralds, if you collect 50 or more rings, you can transform into Supersonic. In this game, you do it by touching the Chaos Emerald icon in the corner of the screen, in the corner of the touch screen. Now, with Supersonic, he is, for the most part, completely invincible, moves, at the same speed from what I tell. He doesn't seem to move much faster, but if you hold down the spin dash button, he does go into a boost, you know, as he does in many other Sonic games, or 3D Sonic games in which you could play as Supersonic, which I guess in this case is only really, Sonic Colors or Sonic Generations. So yeah, I have to say, not really entirely worth it, because when you because by the time you get Supersonic, you've pretty much beaten the entire game. You see, in games like Sonic 2, if you were good enough, you could get Supersonic really, really early in the game. I mean, if you were good enough in Sonic 2, you could get Supersonic as early as the end of Emerald Hill Zone. And in Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, you could get him as early as the end of Hydro City Zone, if I'm not mistaken. And then you have the Super Emeralds with Sonic 3 and Knuckles. The Super Emeralds become available once you reach Mushroom Hill Zone. Or is it Mushroom Valley Zone? I can never seem to remember. I guess it was referred to either or at one point. But yeah, you could get the Chaos. You could get all the Super Emeralds by the end of Mushroom Hill Zone if you were good enough. But you know, and then at that point you were rewarded for your skill by being able to play as Supersonic through pretty much the entire game, or at least most of the game. But here, yeah, you kind of already did everything in the game by the time you get them, so it's not entirely worth it. Also, they didn't put too much effort into Supersonic's character model. If you get really close to the camera, you'll see that yeah, he has 2 mouths, because here, let me cancel this out. Yeah, by pressing the Chaos Emerald icon again, you can cancel it out. But if you look real close, you can see that Sonic's mouth is to one side, and I guess for cutscene purposes, they have it swapping back and forth depending on which way Sonic is facing, but they didn't bother doing any of that for Supersonic. So yeah, 2 mouths. Looks completely weird and ugly. Also, as for usual in Sonic games where you can play Supersonic, when you have it activated, your rings slowly drain, and it automatically deactivates once it hits 0. But there are a few ways in which Supersonic isn't so super in this game. For example, here in Silent Forest Zone 2, you may remember that we have these little stealth sections right here, where Zor is pointing at us with those spotlights from that giant robot owl. And you may remember that if you get caught by those, these bats swoop down and take you. However, with Supersonic, if you're playing as Supersonic, it helps in absolutely no way. Sonic just figures, oh, well, I'm caught, and then he just, you know, powers down and lets the bats take him. So Supersonic is completely useful there. Also, as far as invincibility goes, Supersonic is invincible for the most part. However, he still has one big, major, glaring weakness. These bomb carts in Lava Mountain. Supersonic does absolutely nothing to protect you from that. Okay, so normally you can't turn into Supersonic during the final boss fight. It won't let you. If you're patient, you can collect up to 50 rings, try to come in with a ring item box if you can. It helps make the process go a little bit quicker. But if you're patient, when you send Dr. Eggman into a tumble by attacking his hands and wrists and shoulders and then the cockpit, when he's tumbling, he drops rings. And if you're able to collect enough of them before you actually deliver the final blow, you'll have enough rings to turn into Supersonic. But if you try to press on the icon, it won't let you. But there is one tiny window of opportunity in which you can turn into Supersonic. I guess it glitches the game a little bit, but let's see if I can do that. Hopefully I don't lose these rings, because that would suck. Wow, I bounced and almost did it there. All right. Dodge these. One more. Awesome. Okay, now I want to attack him and send him into his tumble, or at least get into where I can attack his cockpit. Let's see if I can do this here. Come on. Turn it into Supersonic. Didn't let me. Okay. Let's try this again. I think I actually have to do it as I'm going in for the attack. All right, Eggman, come on. All right, I'm going to try to do it here. And there we go. I activated it, and he turned into Supersonic. But, oh, no. What is this? What is going on? Some strange weirdness. Oh, boy. Looks like the game is glitching. Oh, brother. Well, that's not good. So, yeah, it causes the game to glitch, but you can turn into Supersonic while, yeah, you can turn into Supersonic during the final boss fight, but as you can see, it glitches the game. It stops the auto running. I think it is possible to hit him as Supersonic and deliver the final blow, but, well, that's pretty much all I wanted to show, is the fact that you can turn into Supersonic during the final boss fight. Okay, now, that's Supersonic. But we also got something else for beating the game, and you don't have to get any of the red rings in order to unlock these, but don't quote me on that. I may be mistaken. Yeah, there's a hidden world. There's a hidden world after you beat the game, and first up, we have Hidden World Zone 1. Let's see what this is all about. Okay, it's a giant Rubik's Cube. So I guess the deal with these hidden worlds is they're rejected ideas for special stages. At least that's what I heard. I don't know for sure. I don't know if anybody does know for sure. But yeah, you have these cubes here that spin around, and whenever they flip over, they also flip over adjacent panels. So you want to make sure that you're not in the way, or else you'll take damage. So I guess the object here is to just keep it going as much as you can, and they get faster and faster and faster, and for every one that you successfully knock off, you get 10 seconds added to the timer. So you just keep on doing it until you run out of time. Ooh, well, there you go. And the more you do it, the more animals that you manage to unlock at the end of the level. Ooh. There we go. All right, so you do have to hit them before they start moving, or else they're invulnerable and they won't get knocked off. So yeah, that's about it. The longer you keep this going, the more animals you can get, and I guess this is just a bonus stage to help you unlock animals. And that's where I'm thinking that they're rejected ideas for special stages, because there isn't really much of an incentive to gather up animals after you've beaten the game, because you've already unlocked, well, all of the regular stages. Okay, next up, Hidden World Zone 2. And this really should have been a normal level in Sky Road, because, you know, you're in the tornado. Hell, this could have actually been a level transitioning from one world to another, because you do see Sonic and Tails taken off in the tornado after they repair it. So, yeah, you control left and right with the stick, as you'd expect you would, and if you hold down the ZR button, you can get a burst of speed, or it's kind of like an accelerator, or you can go really slow. It is possible, if you want to be careful about not hitting any walls, you can go through the entire stage without holding down the ZR button, but you have to make sure that you collect every single clock in the stage, or you won't make it to the end in time. So yeah, I'm just gonna hold down the accelerator here and try not to hit every single enemy on the way. And we have a nice instrumental version of Believe in Myself from Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, so that's kind of nice. I know it's kind of a cheesy song, but I kind of like it. It's not so bad. You know, just don't let any of your friends catch you listening to it in the car, or they will never, never let you live it down. Alright, Hidden World Zone 3. And, yeah, not much to it. It just seems like an ordinary stage. You run through it, you collect rings. There are some animal capsules here. And, yeah, that's about it. The big gimmick here is you have these platforms, these bluish-green lined platforms that vanish whenever you, step on them, and then you have these yellow and brown platforms, and whenever you step on these, they start moving forward, and you have to make sure that you're not standing on them when they crash into a wall and disappear. And yeah, I don't know if this was a rejected regular level or another rejected special stage. It feels like a normal level outside of the level exclusive gimmick with those disappearing platforms. You know, not to mention that there's checkpoints here, so yeah, I don't know if they're all rejected normal levels or rejected special stages. They're just kind of here, and it's weird. I guess, you know, I don't even know why they kept in the game if they were rejected. Maybe they just thought, ooh, this is a really cool idea, but we don't know where to fit it in the game. But that doesn't make much sense for Zone 2, because that could have easily fit somewhere in the main game, especially in Sky Road. I mean, what other place would you put a tornado section? I mean, you had an entire sky-themed world. So yeah, no real idea what these stages are really for. And we have numbered rings right there if you want to get an extra life. I'm not exactly hurting for extra lives, so I'm not gonna really bother with it. I'm just here to show off the stage, gather up a few animals. As you saw on the map, we are going to need 7,000 to unlock Zone 4, so I'm probably going to have to do a crossfade and go visit some of the circus tents. So yeah, not really much here. I'm wondering if this was maybe a rejected level for Desert Ruins, maybe a food-themed stage, because those clouds back there look a lot like cotton candy, but don't know. Maybe the clouds are just some sort of weird theme. Maybe this was supposed to be an entire, like, wacky world that was supposed to fit somewhere in the game. But yeah, these levels confuse me. I don't really know why they're here. They don't seem to serve any great purpose other than getting you a few extra lives. But I think it's almost over. I think as soon as we cross over to these platforms, we're going to reach the end. Oh boy, there we go. There's the big animal capsule, and that's it. That was certainly a level. Okay, next up we have Zone 4, but as you can see, there's a paywall. We need 7,000 animals, so I'm gonna hit up a circus tent, and I will be right back. Alright, it only took that one, because I lucked out again, and they gave me one of the cannon stages. I always have an easier time getting tons and tons of animals on the cannon stages. Probably because it lets you actually aim at specific balloons, like the big balloons, and you're not You're not at the mercy of the physics engine. Alright, here we are, Hidden World Zone 2. Oh, looks like the whole cotton candy cloud thing was in every one of the special, all of the stages in the Hidden World. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, so you have these bubbles with these spiked balls, and you get to walk on them. You kind of gravitate towards them, and if you aim in a certain direction and press the jump button, the bubble pops, and you go flying in that direction. And you can't control yourself in mid-air, so you have to aim well to avoid careening off into, into the middle of nowhere, because you will die. And there is no checkpoint in this stage. So if you die, you have to start all the way from the beginning. And of course, you see these fuzzy Pac-Man things. Ooh, I almost missed that one. And yeah, there's fuzzy Pac-Man things here. And I can't explain why. They're just kind of here. What do they have to do with Sonic? I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of fuzzy robot. It's weird, but yeah, you can kill them if you manage to hit them with one of these spiked balls, but don't go out of your way to do that unless they're really, really on you, because, you know, like I said before, if you aim Sonic in the wrong direction, you're gonna go careening off into the horizon, and that's not good. Let's see, after a while here, a big one there it is. Yeah, so we have to kill this thing before we reach the end of the stage, and we kill it by launching these spiked balls into its mouth. And, oh, really? Really? You close it right at the time where I need you to have your mouth open. Would you kindly keep your mouth opened, please? Alright, so choke on that. Okay, let me line myself up with another spiked ball here. I think we only need to do one more. Yeah, he's starting to get a little aggressive and angry now. And now he's pissed. And now he has a barrier. Crap. Yeah, this is where it starts getting a little bit frustrating. It is possible to kill him before he gets that barrier up. It's just, you have to be really quick, really accurate. Please don't hit me. Yeah, sometimes those spike balls can ricochet, and then you're gonna end up in a world of hurt if it hits you. Come on. Ah, crap. Please die. Get in there. Ah, crap. Yeah, you only have a limited time to kill him, too. So if we don't kill him fast enough... Ooh, yeah, if you don't kill him fast enough, you're back to the beginning. You're back to the beginning of the level, and that sucks. Come on. One of these, please get in his mouth. One of these, please get in his mouth and kill him. Please. Ah! For real? For friggin' real? Come on. Eat it! There, he's dead. Finally. And then he explodes and a bunch of animals pop out, so you get some animals. Other than that, yeah, this entire hidden world, I just don't see the point. But if we head back to Windy Hill Zone, you'll see that, yeah, there's some stages with some, familiar looking items on them. Those are all DLC stages, and well, at least 2 of them actually do serve a really, really good purpose. So we're going to check those out next time. And until next time, thank you for watching That LP Show, and have a one that is good.